I think, Brooke, you have carried this through so beautifully into the press, but what mattered was a willingness to come together, was an abundance and generosity of spirit, and also a very high quality of information and knowledge. Not just a top-down kind of communication, which was very instrumental to what She Writes was about, but a lot of parallel connections and the ability for people to have their own voice on the platform and not just be kind of talked at or told, and also to be able to share what they were up to. And Debbie and I both had come from, and Brooke, again, I'm going to say to you that I think you attached so quickly and instinctively and immediately to it because it was also born out of a spirit of advocacy and of uplift. And I'm going to talk about you, and then you're going to talk about me. And we're really going to be out there in a feminist context as advocates. I remember Catherine Gordon, this amazing early, amazing woman and like integral part of our, early days. She looked at me at some point because I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like this is all growing. This is so fun. And like, let's start actually like charging people money for stuff and we'll do webinars. And Brooke was an early, participant in that. And she was like, you should probably like get an accountant and like, and we're gonna have to file taxes. And I was like, what? Like taxes? Like, wait a minute. Like, yeah, like everybody bring, BYO webinar. Like it's like so the whole thing of that was actually there were moments around that were scary, I'm gonna say, straight up. Like
I'm Brooke Warner, Senior Editor at Seal Press, and I'd like to invite you to join me at a She Writes webinar happening next Wednesday, December 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And the webinar is everything you need to know, must know, want to know about getting your book published in today's publishing climate.
and it was a time I would say too where publishing was changing quite a bit. So it was the beginning of writers really needing to be marketers, to have skills that went beyond their craft. And it was a bit disorienting and overwhelming for many. So that was also part of the vision was how can we make it so that writers aren't having to build the wheel over and over by themselves in this siloed way.
Oh, just to go back a little bit and to fill in what, when Kamy and I came together, because I think this is that moment in our personal lives as well as in the landscape of how publishing was changing and how we were all needing each other at that moment as writers. But I was like 2 seconds pregnant with twins when Kamy reached out to me. And I remember we sat in the second floor of Fairway over, I don't think it was coffee, I think it was hamburgers. And we wrote on a napkin, She Writes, and it was a time when, for me, I was also involved with the Women's Media Center and Progressive Women's Voices. And so Kamy talks about, Diane being an influence for me, Gloria Steinem and Jane Fonda and Robin Morgan, who were just founding that network of progressive women writers, and changing the media and changing the story. That was also an influential part of it. And I remember that Gloria thought we should name it She Reads, She Writes, She Changes the World. And we're like, that's a great idea, but it's a little bit long.